welcome back to my channel. I know it's been 98 years since I've recorded a video, but all the way, you guys, I do apologize sincerely. I will state the reasons why in a second. My name is Reba the Reaper, honey. So the whole point of this exercise, by the way, is to say that we're back. See, up and stuck, life tried to fight with us, but honey, anyway, so I wrote down everything I wanted to say in this video, but I will start by stating the reasons why I wasn't here the whole time, and then I'll do a life update while I paint. So let me show you guys. So I got the water. One of the jar in a bit of paint situation. It's giving artist. And I've got water, I've got gouache, and it's gonna be a bit of a challenge because I don't have the right paintbrushes for gouache, but we'll make do with what I do have. And I actually have a new packet of paintbrushes. I just don't know where they are, but it's probably still not for gouache. And then I've got this little palette just so I can put paint on it. And then the thing that I'm gonna paint, when I quit my job, which I'll talk about later, when I quit my job, my colleagues got me a gift. This is a jewelry box. I do have some stuff in it already, but I haven't painted it. So Typo sells these, like, I don't know what to call it. Typo sells things that you can paint or whatever. So this jewelry box is in the shape of a piano, which is really cute. My bedroom has very warm tone vibes. I'm definitely facing the room so you guys can't see it. I'll maybe do like a small room tour at some point when I've decorated my room properly. But the whole point I'm saying this, my room has a warm tone, so I'm gonna try and paint this. Like, I'm looking for something brown orangish. I'll paint the whole thing that way, and then obviously Mona is probably like the keyboard section, that's what it's called, and I'll do white and black, like the notes, when I have time. But now, for now, I'm just gonna paint this orange and chat to y'all while I do that. Okay guys, so let's see. So this story is actually boring because it's nothing deep. You know how people, when you do like life updates and they're like, I was going through it. I probably was, just because in life you'll go through things. But also, how long has it been? I think it's maybe like 2 years since I posted a video. Anyway, so now anyway, when I started this channel, I started it with this other phone that I had. Yeah, I can't even remember what phone that was, but at the time, and it was a Samsung, right? So at the time, I don't know if you guys know, but like Samsung, when it gets like a little bit old, or like after 2 years or so, it starts giving you issues, gas face, right? So then it started doing that. Let me do this. Ooh, cute. Okay, I'm gonna use this. This is yellow ochre. I like this. I wanted, no, should I? No, I'm gonna do it orange actually. I'm just gonna do orange. You know what? Anyway, so by the time I started the channel, the phone was already giving me problems, right? But it was doing what I needed it to do, so I could record videos. So I thought the solution was to get a memory card as well, so I got that. I could record videos. I got a memory card, so I had space, and I had an app that I could edit with on my phone, which worked amazingly, right? Sharp. Next minute, the space started giving me flames, like showing me flames, even with the memory card that I bought. And then the app that I was using to edit the videos, it wasn't working anymore. My computer was old. I tried to edit on my computer. it wasn't working. So obviously got a little bit discouraged or whatever, but I was like, okay, whatever. And then the funny story about this whole phone is the one time I went to the tombstone with Zaha, I'll call her my aunt, it's my mom's cousin. So I went to the tombstone with our family that night. Yeah, guys, that night we went to Groove. Mind you, I wasn't drunk at all, anything like that. I think I probably had like 1 or 2 beninis, whatever. And I was wearing some jacket, and so I had the phone in my pocket. Yeah, biwa, like they stole the phone. That's the end of the story. So I didn't even have a phone then. But by this time, I'd started working, right? And I'd started working, and I needed to build credit anyway. So I took out a phone contract. Now, mind you, at the time, I'm buying the latest Samsung phone. I'm thinking, we're getting see on, we're gonna get back, we're gonna be back on YouTube, blah blah blah. The brand new S21 plus 5G, that phone. A month or 2 later, the phone started giving me problems. Brand new out the box phone started giving me problems, and then, you know what, whatever. It took a long time. MTN was giving me problems. I was telling them, you guys sold me a phone, Esokodi-san. Whatever. They didn't fix my issues. I tried to go to Samsung a few times. I went to Samsung. They didn't help. The phone came back worse. So technology was just fighting the babies, to be honest. And then, yeah. So for the past, since the last time I posted a video on YouTube, I've been having technical issues. Like, I didn't have a phone. I didn't have anything to record with. I didn't. Technologically, things weren't coming together. So that's genuinely the biggest reason why I wasn't able to record videos. Let's see. Yeah, so genuinely that's the only reason I wrote down. There's obviously other life things that happened, but way too. So yeah, that's exactly what happened. I didn't have anything to record with. Yeah, and I wasn't gonna bother anyone, to be honest. I wasn't gonna ask someone to record. And you know what, maybe this is a sign from Christ that don't do it. But yeah, now see up and stuck, see to upgrade on the babies. Here's this damn phone that doesn't work. Lovely. Should I play music? I think I want to play music. Also, when I say this phone doesn't work, I mean that, like, hey, sometimes I'm lying. You know when you tell someone something and then when you're supposed to show them, it doesn't happen. This phone switches itself off, like, randomly. Like, if I'm on a call, it's a streamer. I'm on a video call, yes, streamer. I'm trying to take a picture, yes, streamer. I'm listening to music, yes, streamer. Like, it just reboots itself randomly. So that's the problem with the phone. So don't say I'm playing music, but I said the phone doesn't work. Also, I don't have a lot of music downloaded on here. I have SZA's Z album. I almost said Z, but I'm sure that's how they say it. I hope it's not too loud. I don't even know if I should play music. Anyway. Ooh, this is gonna need a lot of paint because the coverage is not giving, but I think I'm gonna like this orange box. Okay, let's see. Okay. Anyway, so I just want to say, like, when I started this channel, guys, I was depressed. Like, a kind of, you know, when you just feel hopeless, like there's no point in being alive, like we are wasted, you know. Because like my life, when I started this channel, I had just come back from Cape Town. So for those of you who know, my home is in Joburg, right? After After matric. Clearly I'm struggling with multitasking. After matric, I left Joburg to study at UCT, and you know, that experience was so traumatizing, guys. Like, I don't know how. You know what? It doesn't matter. People are different, and I think this is gonna be so pretty. I love this song. So okay. Yeah, I went to varsity and I struggled, guys. Like, I struggled so much. I struggled so much. Like, like, things weren't coming together the way they were supposed to. And mind you, I left high school like an A student, right? A student, cool. So you know, when you come out of that space of essentially perfection and you get to varsity and everything's like, like, what's cooking oil? Like, what is this? Crinkling crankrim, guys. Like, varsity for me was so bad. Like, it was so bad. Like, nothing was coming together. Like, I was failing. Like, fail. And I didn't even understand why, okay? Because I'm back at school now, and those same courses that I was failing, I'm getting 90s for, which is funny. Which is why I keep saying I really wasn't okay. Like, I wasn't okay. It wasn't even hore skolone sempalela, or I wasn't smart, or I'm not smart. I was not okay. And I kept telling my parents that, but your parents, you know, hey, my parents just didn't want to understand, like, why, like, what is going on, what is happening. And the sad thing about being depressed, or like being new to mental illness and whatever, is that, first of all, not a lot of people know how to explain what they're going through, right? Memories keep coming back, going as we used to love, just wanna rise to us. Anyway, so a lot of time when you go through that nonsensical stuff, you don't know what's going on. Like, why am I like this? And then, mind you, my personality is very much I was such a happy kid, guys, let me tell you. Literally nothing could bring me down. But yo, when I was sick there in Cape Town, yo, guys, things were bad. Like, things were bad. I'm talking suicidal, I'm talking anxiety, I'm talking fainting, I'm talking not eating, I'm talking sitting in the bedroom for a week or two and just doing nothing, like literally nothing. If there's one thing I actually feel like I used to do every day, I think sometimes I used to wake up and bath, or shower, eyeliner, bath. I used to wake up, shower, probably go back to bed and sleep. But in any case, I was really depressed, guys. It was so sad. Like, it was so sad. I don't know. I never even saw myself getting out of that rut, to be honest. I was very suicidal at the time. Like, you know, when you think, what's the point? Like, it's so difficult. It was so dark, and I was struggling to get myself out of bed. I didn't know what it was. A mess. And so one time before an exam, guys, what not that day if I didn't kill myself. Anyway, so before exams, I think it was, I can't even remember, but I got like sick, like physically sick. Like, my stomach was running, I was throwing up, I felt very dizzy, very lightheaded. You know, like, that's really weird. And then I went to the doctor, I went to the doctor and I was like, yo, my babes, this is what's going on. And then she asked me, she was like, which do you go to university? I was like, yeah, I'll go to UCT. She was like, it's almost exam time, right? I'm like, yes, it is. And then she was like, I think I know what's wrong. She's like, you seem very anxious or whatever, and like depressed and stuff. But she gave me, I can't, like, she prescribed antidepressants at the time. And I didn't take them. I just felt very weird about medication for mental health at the time. Like, guys, when I tell you I knew nothing, I didn't understand what I was going through. I really knew nothing about mental health. Anyway, so she prescribed antidepressants or whatever, and then she was like, I need to go and see a psychiatrist. So obviously I'm in shambles. You know when you're crying because they just told you what's happening in your life, whatever. So then, yeah, after she said that, then I told my mom or something like that, and her reaction was trash. Because you know when you want to die and someone makes you want to die more. That was her reaction. I literally can't even remember what she said, but yeah, it was bad. In any case, I ended up not going to get the prescription. I didn't get the meds. I didn't go and see a psychiatrist. I didn't do the right thing, basically. So everything, if down was here, it went downer, and the downest it could have possibly went. I never harmed myself, thank God. The one day I did want to try, a friend of mine. Yeah. Anyway, so okay, yeah. So at some point I was feeling so badly, like useless to be in Cape Town. Honestly, I was just having the time of my life, ignoring life. I was working. I had a really nice job. I was making friends. Now I not left school, but like school was back on my mind because I was like, this shit is depressing me, so leave that alone. Then yeah, my parents were like, babes, we're not gonna do this with you anymore. We're spending too much money for someone who's not doing anything in Cape Town. So they forced me to come back home. Literally forced. Like, I was really good. Anyway, they forced me to come back to Joburg, which is valid if it was a financial strain to them. Then I came back to Joburg and I wanted to die the most. Like, here I wanted to die. Now I was there. So yeah, I wanted to die, whatever. It was bad, guys. You know, when I think I came back home when I was about 22 or something, or like 20 or 30, 23. Came back home when I was 23. I'm 26 now. Wow, it's been 3 years. Anyway, I came home when I was 23 and I was just depressed. Also, when you're 23, your friends now have degrees or two. Degrees or two, and some are in like management positions, and it's a maza. Some are married, some have children. Like, when you're 23, like when you get into your 20s, life is different for everyone. Where you're coming from a space of like high school where everyone was at the same level, we're all doing the same thing, we're all succeeding. After varsity, my life went like this. Anyway, so if Nikili the most depressed here, when I found that out, where's that? So a lot of the people that I'd left in Joburg when I went to varsity, now I'm coming back, people are doing brilliante. Well, I mean, the people who matter to me. Oh, this is pretty. This is cute, but I'm gonna need to paint it some more because the coverage is not giving. Anyway, so yeah, guys, I was depressed and getting more depressed and just getting more depressed. I think if you're at my age and you just know some things in life don't go at the same pace as people your age, your friends. Kore, sometimes you're the one that's doing the worst in your friendship group. And you know what? Eventually, I got over it, guys. Like, I swear. Eventually, I got over it because then also, who is it? Is it J. Cole or someone? You know that phrase that says, it says something like, there's no such thing as a life that's better than yours. Guys, you know, you realize very quickly, no one's life really goes the way that they want it to. And it's okay. Like, you know, there's so many success stories of people whose lives only picked up late in their lives, in their 30s, in their 40s, people who became successes at like 60. So Sus bulala over that. Yeah, anyway, so I got a job, which, I don't know. I got a job and things were going very well. Like, I started feeling purpose, you know. I started feeling like, I'm doing something at least with my life. I'm not useless. And I was doing well to some extent, like making myself proud and, you know, making goals and like achieving them. I started feeling like my old self again. Like, you can do this, like you can do beautiful things, you can achieve a lot type situation, right? Oh, I just got an idea. My table is gonna look very questionable later. I hope I don't dirty my top. Yeah, so I started feeling very fulfilled. Like, when I had a job, I bought myself a car. Guys, I was so happy. I was so happy. Like, I was no longer depressed, to be honest. Like, there were there's some random days when you feel like, guys, I can't believe my friends are in management positions, you know, or some shit like that. Oh, also, I think from the last time I recorded a video, I wasn't in a relationship. Well, I had a mess, but now I am. Yeah, little detour of a conversation. But yeah, I'm in a relationship, and I'm in a relationship with a person who is very ambitious, like ambitious, goal oriented. Oh, is it orientated? I don't know. Goal orientated, like, this man, like, my partner is, guys, if you guys know what a serious person is, someone who's serious about their lives, it's my boyfriend. And so I feel like having him in my life has been so helpful because through him and like other people as well, through him especially, I saw that, guys, life is about making goals and doing it. It's about making goals and doing it. Like, there's no point in feeling sorry for yourself when you're not doing anything about it. Because my partner, guys, that man, like, the kind of things that he pulled himself out of in his life to be where he is today literally motivates me. So yeah, so I started like making goals for myself. You know, I started doing things, man. Like, I really started doing things. I started being happy again, you know. Yeah, so fatality. Yeah, so I started being happy again. But then the environment that I was working in was scary. I was in an apartment full of girls, women, none of them very old. I'd say the oldest person was probably like 32 or something like that. So it was like young ladies in the office. And they were so, like, not cute. And I think my problem was that I'm thinking of painting this thing different colors. Yes. I think I'm gonna do red here. Okay, anyway, so I am very drama free, let me tell y'all. I'm a drama free girl. The friends that I choose are girls who, yo, we see what way amazing. So I've never had people in my life that are very like dramatic, that like to spread things about people, that like to talk about other people's lives. I've never had those kinds of people in my life, but that's because I chose who was in my life. You know what I mean? Now I'm getting to corporate, I'm getting to work, and none of those people are your friends. None of them is your family. You don't know them. You didn't get to choose to work with them. Like, they are there, and that's what you get. You know what I mean? So they were very catty, guys. It was so like, like you just want to throw up thinking about how toxic that place was. The managers hated me, which I'm used to, but whatever. The managers, they're funny, you know, just like a scary, toxic environment where you just feel like, I'm alone here, guys. Like, I'm alone. No one is gonna fight for me. It's scary. Anyway, so Shapo, it got to a point where I was starting to feel like anxious again when I'm going to work. I was tired. I was exhausted. I didn't have time for the people in my life anymore. It was just sending me back to the mental health issues that I had managed to get out of. You know what I mean? Like, I'd worked so hard to not be an anxious girly anymore. I had worked so hard to not be lethargic, like tired and depressed. I'd worked so hard to get over that shit. Not to get over it, but to deal with it and be, you know, be healthy. And I was getting back to a place where my life was just getting dark again because of work, and I was like, no. What we're not gonna do is that. What we're not gonna do is that. And they had a way of treating someone, like they treated people like you need them. Like, they knew, a lot of the people that I worked with were people who needed that job, to be honest. Some of them were moms. A lot of them were moms, to be honest. And then the others were homeowners. Some were taking care of their families. Like, it was people who genuinely needed money, except for this one girl. But, you know, not like, they weren't like very desperate for work, but they kind of needed their jobs, you know, or they got the jobs and committed themselves to some kind of payments and stuff. Now you can't quit because you have a car type vibes, you know, or you bought a house and now you can't quit, right? So it was that situation. And so the managers and like whoever, you know, they had this thing of treating people like shit, and I felt like they did it because they knew that those people wouldn't quit, you know, or they're scared to quit, or they're very dependent on their job. So I didn't want to be that hun. I was like, you're not gonna fucking treat me like trash because you think I need you. You know, it was very nice to earn a salary and feel purposeful and, you know, feel fulfilled, but I was like, I'm not gonna let anyone treat me like that. And I left and I went back to school. I'm still doing a commerce degree, but I'm doing marketing now, which I'm having the time of my life in. I'm doing marketing, but I also feel like going to school when you're older, you just know what you're there to do. You know what you're there to do. You're there to get your degree. Like, you know, you find fun ways to study or whatever. You know how to anchor yourself. You know how to make valuable friendships, like friendships with people who you know are gonna help you. You guys are gonna get through this together academically and whatever, and not just the Chomita groove, you know. So like, yeah, guys, that has been my little life for the past 2 years or so, and a little varsity update. Yeah, so basically that's all, is like in essence, that's all. Let me see. Yeah, and yeah, I don't know if I want to talk about my relationship. Oh man, but yeah, I'm in a relationship, and it's amazing, guys. It's been, I think, like 2 years now. It's been 2 years in a relationship, and it's so perfect. The person I'm in a relationship with, oh Charlie, is someone who's been my friend. He's been my friend since high school. We were friends in high school. When I left for Cape Town, we got a bit distant because he stayed in Joburg. And yeah, but when I came back, things happened. Whatever. And I got into a little relation, which has been amazing, honestly. But like, obviously in the beginning, it was a bit, what's happening, you know? But now it is very perfect. Like, it's perfect. It's, guys, and I'm not saying perfect as in like, oh my gosh, amazing. I'm just perfect as in happy, man, at peace, you know? I'm happy, I'm at peace. Guys, I think I'm gonna paint this part red and then this little part yellow. A voice making amends. The paint is not coming on the way I wanted to. I think that oil paint would have been better to do what I wanted to do. I'm either gonna have to keep on painting this thing. I don't know if you guys can see, but the coverage is not giving. Like, I can see it's gonna be very pretty, but I'm probably gonna have to finish this on here if I want it to look the way that I do. So I don't know if I want to continue. Okay, I will show you guys the end product at the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching the video. Thank you for catching up with me. Please do stay tuned. I will like post things gradually, and then we will all get an idea of what kind of channel I want to have, what kind of content I want to be posting. I think I mostly want to do like art stuff, conversations, and yeah, I recorded a Shein haul only because that was fun and cute. Like, I always do like the nice, fun, trendy videos to do maybe when they're out, but I think the basis of my channel, I wanted to be like peace, you know, helping with mental health vibes, nice conversations with friends. If I can get like nice important people on my channel, I will. And painting, like, yeah, I'm definitely not the best painter, and I really want to improve my craft to the point where I can sell my work. Like, that's my dream, to sell my work, to have a gallery. And the thing about being a Gemini is that you want to be 100 million things at one time. I want to do art therapy, but I want to be the one who can give art therapy, but you have to be qualified. And right now I'm still studying my commerce degree, and I still want to go forward with the commerce degree, like probably till masters. So maybe one day when I'm about 40 or something like that, I'll study art therapy, just so that I can give art therapy. I just think it's very calming. Well, for me, it's a very calming thing to do. Like, I can relax, I can get out of here. Oh, also what I want to do, I'm just looking at my stack of books. I want to do book reviews and movie reviews. Not so much movie reviews because I'm not very knowledgeable on movies, like production and direction and whatever. But there are some movies that I've seen where I feel like I want to speak on the creativity thereof. And books, I want to do book reviews a lot, so I will do book reviews. I'm currently reading Stay With Me by Ayobami Adebayo. Everyone says it's an amazing book, and I don't doubt it. I've started like the beginning of the book and I was already like, I know that's right. So stay tuned, guys. Comment, subscribe, share, like the video, and see you in the next video.